first of all, they said it was probably going to go on TV, which nobody really believed was going to happen. And then, and so we were recording, I think we started maybe April of 98, and it went on TV in September. So we were about halfway through the season, I think, by then recording. So it was kind of exciting that it was on TV, and I would record it on my VCR to watch it. And it was on at 6, and then it bumped up to 6:30 in the morning. So it didn't really seem like it was anything, I think. But also, when you go to work every day and you just go in and record, maybe have lunch if you're in for 8 hours, finish recording, you don't really think anybody's watching the show. You have no idea. And so once January or February came around and we realized people were actually watching the show, it was very exciting. And then we just kept hoping that another season would come. And we never knew if we were going to be working again or not. So we would end at some point in the year and then wait to find out if we were going to start up again. Yeah. And then it really did end. So I think for me, I loved playing Ash. And I just loved who he was. And so in terms of your question, that was probably the most enriching thing for me, to be able to develop a character for that long was really, really great. And then now, to meet people who watch the show and really see that it had a positive effect, I think that's the second most enriching thing. Yes, all the way in the back?
Oh. Do you think Brock will ever open his eyes with that movie?
Not to be mean at all, but we always open your eyes! I do think, I had heard that at one point, that's why the Japanese took him off and put Tracy in, because they thought it was something about his eyes, and maybe they wanted a character that was more American. And then luckily they brought Brock back. But I did hear kind of oddly that that's why Tracy came on for a while. But, yeah, I don't know. And isn't there something wonderful? Although when I do see some people on the street, I'm like, that person looks just like Brock. Walking around like this. Yes, I'm not sure.
It's fire.
Oh, fire. Fireman. A doctor and a fireman. Yes.
I was wondering, if Ash never got Pikachu, which of the 3 starters would he most likely catch?
I remember them. Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. I think he would have gone for Charmander. No, Squirtle. No, Bulbasaur. No, I think Charmander because, not just because you've got fire on your head, but I think because at that time he didn't have that much confidence in himself. And I think something with fire coming out or fire-breathing ability would have made him feel more powerful. So I think he would have chosen that one. No, Charizard didn't. No, none of them did, actually. But isn't that where we all have to find it within ourselves? So, all right, I'm going to go with the red with the white fuzzy ears, you with no hat.
In Pokemon,
Yes.
what's your favorite parent?
My favorite. What does that mean? So who would go out with who? Whom? Okay, first of all, Ash is 10. Okay. You know what I'm going to have to say? Ash's mom and Professor Oak. I could say Ash's mom and Mr. Mime, but that's. Are more brother-sisterish, and I just don't think that would ever work out. For many reasons. What? I don't think Ash he's not ready to settle down. I don't think, and at 10, he shouldn't be giving anybody a kiss. Other than his mom. Maybe with a brown hat, maybe white. Yes, great, yes, a school lad. I'm not sure what your character is.
Okay. I have 2 quick questions.
Okay.
And first one, not to get off the Pokemon track, but I'm going to.
Okay.
How did you like working with other 4Kids voice actors in Samurai Deeper Kyo?
I liked working on that show. I mean, I've heard that many people aren't happy with where it went. I think I replaced someone who moved, so I played,
Yuya.
what's her name? What, Samurai Deeper Kyo?
Yeah, Yuya.
What's her name with the purple outfit, southern hat?
Yeah, she had the red outfit. It was Yuya.
Yuya. Well, I can't remember. Well, anyway, yes. She had a southern accent, and I thought that was really fun. It was certainly not what I'm really like in real life, so I enjoyed that. I didn't really get to work with anyone else because no one else was in the booth. I also played on that show the guy, what's his name? I'm really bad with names, I'm so sorry. But you know the guy, his hair, he had the cigarette, he was like the chef guy. Sanji. I got to play young Sanji. So that was really, really fun because I really liked the voice actor who played Sanji, and to be able to pretend I was him in the movie was really, I have no idea what the voice sounded like, but it was a really big kick to get to play that. That was really fun. So yeah, I got to... What? I don't get it. What? Oh, see, I didn't know that. I was the young one before you did that. I didn't watch the show. Okay, thank you. Is that the end of your question?
And then the other question, same thing, was the very end of the series. Who do you think Yuya ended up with? Do you think it was Kyo or Kyoshiro?
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I was thinking of? I thought you meant, One Piece. Really embarrassing. Okay, Samurai Deeper Kyo. Again, I didn't work with anyone else in the booth. I thought people did a great job voice acting on that show. Yuya was such a tough woman that was a really cool thing. And she was so weirdly manipulative as well. Who do you think she ended up with?
Well, the last episode shows her with one or the other. It was just a shadow. So you don't know if it was Kyo or Kyoshiro because you don't hear his voice.
Oh, right. She would have gone with the good one. Because even though she was so bad, she really yearned for home life, just to settle down. And she would not have gone with the bad one, Kyoshiro. That's Kyo. Kyo's the bad one. Yeah, so she would have gone with Kyoshiro. Yeah, because she would have liked the good guy who's dependable, pick up milk on the way home from work. That's what I think. Leave the sword behind. She could just...
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, why did I think that was One Piece? That's weird. Nico Robin. Sorry. I'm just plugging shows I've been on, just randomly. Oh, did you mean? Anyway, thank you. Yes, Brady. Yes, you with the greenish and brownish. I think a whole episode, depending on how many different characters there are, could take about a week and a half. Also, I think there are some places that can rip through something, do a couple episodes a week, I think. But it seems that when you're taking time to do all the voices, do the music, mix it, put it together, look it over, have time for fixes, it takes about a week and a half. And then there's some things like with Dinosaur King, for instance, there's so many different characters on that show that we have let's say 6 people who are on it. Well, there's not 6 that are on it every week. There's 12 people that are regulars, and then there's, depending on what time they're in, there are all these other people. So it takes definitely a week and a half. The girl in the back with the hat.
Hi. Do you think Ash will ever age?
No. No. What about Bart Simpson, man? He's the same. I don't think we need them to get any older. Fred and Wilma, they stayed exactly the same. Pebbles and Bam Bam grew up on their own show. So, I don't think so. Nor do I really want him to. Because we all like to look back at our comfort shows and just see the same thing, right? Same thing. So no, I don't think so. White shirt.
What was it like playing Carly on Yu-Gi-Oh?
Carly on Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just starting now, right? I think. That's a really fun character for me because I get to work with the director on making her a little different than the normal characters that are on Yu-Gi-Oh! She's a little more human and a little more neurotic. And like when she's running, we make her asthmatic. And so she's always a little, because she's so excited about things and nerdy. And she's like, it's very fun. So I was really lucky to get that. I had auditioned for that and that kind of more beautiful reporter. I don't know what her name is because I didn't get that part. But it was for either of those two characters. And so I was happier to have Carly because she was much more of a character-y challenge.